I'm Cindy. I'm one of the postpartum nurses here at Reston Hospital. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about your discharge instructions so that you feel comfortable in taking mom and baby home. First, we're going to talk about how to take care of mom. If you have a temperature of 100.4 or higher, that's a fever and we want you to call your OB. If you have severe abdominal pain where you're doubled over in pain, we'd like you to call your OB as well. If you have excessive bleeding, and excessive bleeding would be soaking a pad in an hour. If you have any clots larger than a ping pong ball, I want you to give your doctor a call. That applies to both vaginal deliveries and C-sections. No strenuous activity until you go for your 6-week checkup. No sex, no tampons, nothing in the vagina for at least 6 weeks. Okay? I figure since I'm making the rules, no cooking, no cleaning, no laundry either. No driving for 1 week if you deliver vaginally, 2 weeks if you deliver by C-section. You can do stairs. For C-section, we recommend a couple times a day. For vaginal delivery, you can go up and down the steps as much as you would like. Just take it easy and don't overdo it. We like either vaginal delivery or by C-section to really not be picking up any heavy objects. Your baby is enough weight for the first couple weeks. For moms, if you deliver vaginally, you're going to follow up in either 5 or 6 weeks. If you deliver by C-section, you'll probably follow up in 1 to 2 weeks for an incision check, and then again probably in about 5 or 6 weeks. Okay, a little bit about postpartum depression. We want to talk about that. Usually about 30% of all women have issues with postpartum depression. If you have long periods of sadness where you're sad more often than you're happy, I want you to call your doctor. If you have any scary thoughts and feelings or not wanting to take care of your baby or feeling like you're able to take care of yourself, I want you to call your doctor. That could be your OB, your primary physician, or even speak to your pediatrician since you'll be seeing them quite often. If you deliver by C-section, I want you to take a shower every day. And we want to make sure your incision gets nice and clean and then dry every day to help prevent an infection. You're going to get soapy water on your hands. Let that soapy water get on your incision. Do not scrub it. Let water rinse it off. When you get out of the shower, dab it dry with a towel. And you can use your hair dryer on the coolest setting and go over your incision. So we want to get it clean and get it dry every day. That's very, very important. If you notice that it's oozing, bleeding, it's red, it looks like it's infected, I want you to call your OB. If you have any questions or concerns about it, don't hesitate to call them. If you deliver vaginally, we will be giving you a sitz bath to take home. Your nurses on postpartum will explain that to you, how to use it, and make sure you take that home with you and give it a try. Now we're going to talk about how to take care of your baby. Okay, if you deliver a boy and you had him circumcised, there's also a video talking about circumcision, and your nurses will also be telling you how to take care of that before you leave the hospital. Okay, whether you have a boy or a girl, we want you to make sure you feed your baby pretty frequently. You have a choice on whether you breastfeed or bottle. We have lactation consultants here that can help you. All your nurses are also trained in lactation. We would like you to feed your baby at least every 2 to 3 hours. You're going to work hard on that. It's hard work, but try not to give up. We will provide formula while you're here in the hospital, as well as blankets and t-shirts, diapers and wipes. The blankets and t-shirts need to stay here so we can reuse them for other families, but any excess diapers or wipes you may take home. If your baby has a temperature of 100.4 or higher, that's a fever and I want you to call your pediatrician. If your baby's not eating well or has less than 3 or 4 wet diapers a day, we'd like you to call your pediatrician. When they come visit you here in the hospital, and please make sure you have a pediatrician before you come to the hospital, they will let you know when you need to follow up. Usually that's 1 to 3 days after you are discharged from the hospital. For feeding babies, we'd like you to feed again every 2 to 3 hours. For those wet diapers, you'll be giving a brochure from our lactation department, and that will explain a little bit about how often you want to look for those wet diapers and poopy diapers. A rule of thumb is if the baby is 2 days old, you're looking for 2 wet diapers, 3 days old 3, 4 days old 4. By the time they get to about 7 days old, they should average about 7 wet diapers a day. We're going to talk a little bit about umbilical cord care. You really don't need to do anything with the umbilical cord. No alcohol, no nothing. You just want to keep it clean and dry. So try to leave it alone. Do a sponge bath. Keep their neck, face, and bottom clean. And then wait until the umbilical cord falls off, which could take about 2 weeks. until you give them a regular bath, and then we recommend that usually every 3 to 4 days is perfectly fine. There's also a video showing you how to do that bath. Babies need to always sleep on their back. It's very, very important that they sleep on their back to help prevent the chances of SIDS, which is sudden infant death syndrome. Another thing, you need to make sure there are no blankets, pillows, stuffed animals, bumpers, or anything that's in the crib that doesn't belong there. We do not promote code sleeping here. It's safest for the baby to be in their bassinet or crib in mom and dad's room. It's wonderful to have tummy time. Tummy time is great, and it help them get their neck and shoulders nice and strong so they're able to roll over and crawl. And you can start doing tummy time as soon as you're ready. The umbilical cord does not have any nerves in it, so it doesn't hurt them to be on their tummies. But as long as you're awake and watching them, tummy time is perfectly fine. Next thing we're going to talk about is car seats. There's also a video about car seats, and it explains to you about what you need to do with that car seat. Your baby needs to be rear facing for the first 2 years of life. You will probably need to replace your infant car seat with a convertible car seat that also goes backwards and then will turn around forward when it's time. If you have any other questions or concerns, don't hesitate to call your pediatrician or your OB. They may give you other instructions while you're here, so make sure you follow those instructions. These are very general instructions for everyone. We really appreciate you choosing Reston Hospital for the place to have your baby. It's truly a miracle, and we really appreciate that you coming, and congratulations, and we hope to see you again.